This is the Symposium podcast with Wright and Romero.
It's alright. Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Symposium podcast. On the other side of the couch, let the people know who you are.
What's good? What's good? Wright, back at it again with another episode. Thank you guys for joining us. I'll kick it back to my man.
You know what it is, Rose Gold in the building. Feeling good, feeling great. Got that line up, got that taper up, so.
Very fresh.
Thank you.
Very fresh, my
Feeling
man.
very fresh, so I'm good. Gigi in the building as well, y'all. You can't see her, but she is glaring out the window.
People watch.
Yeah, some serious people watching as well. In case y'all hear some whistling, there is an event going on outside the apartment. Also, we are not in the usual spot. Someone has taken it, but you know, we keep it moving. Doing it old school.
Yeah.
But before we get into things, as always, to you, sir, and to the people, welcome to the party. Yeah, that's nice.
Tastes like a Saturday.
Yeah, that is exactly right. Speaking of week, brother, how you been?
Oh man, I've been good, man.
Yeah.
I've been good. It's been a week though. It's been a week.
When is it not, man?
For real. It's it's grind time right now, end of school year.
Mm-hmm.
Literally got 3 weeks left of school. Everybody feeling it. Kids, teachers, staff, all that, man. It's winding down, but
Y'all ready?
Yeah, just ready, man. But I'm good though. Otherwise, just staying busy per usual, trying to stay stress free, but you know how hard that is. But yeah, man. I know no qualms, man.
That's good.
How you doing, bro?
Can't complain, brother. You know, I'm just busy as always.
Yeah.
Working with clients and chasing kids.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really say that I understand the reason of certain behaviors.
Yeah.
But whenever I see it over and over again, I'm just like, why do you, like I tell you not to run. In your mind, you're like, run. So, but other than that, no qualms, brother, no qualms.
Yeah.
Gigi, are you good?
She is locked in, boy.
What are you looking at, Gigi? Okay, so that being said, should we get into some news?
Yeah, let's get into some news. What you got?
I'll kick this off. Let's start with some nonsense. I don't know if I can really call this nonsense because this is still a conversation. The military's UFO database now has info from about 400 reported incidents. Database reports of UFOs now includes about 400 incidents, up from 143 assessed in a report released about a year ago. A Navy intelligence official told lawmakers at a congressional hearing on Tuesday. The military's report said no evidence of aliens has been found, but the Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence told lawmakers that they still haven't uncovered anything non-terrestrial in origin, even though there are incidents that can't explain. What the fuck does that mean? Do you remember this? Do you remember it was almost a year ago, last June, there was an announcement that aliens existed. Do you remember that?
Something. Well, not too much, but it sounds very familiar.
It wasn't anything. It was like a big deal, but it wasn't. It went under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
But the government released information, and they made a statement saying aliens are real, and no one really, batted an eye.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I guess that's that then. But here it is, a year later, and now we're hearing about like some UFO shit going on. So I'm like, okay. Here's why I bring this article up. I actually watched a little bit of it, or I saw a couple clips on TikTok. And this guy that was talking, as he was reading this report, every other sentence he was saying, and we look into the classified, that we saw the classified in the air, and he said, in a year or so, the next classified classified. I'm like, that's a lot of classified,
Yeah.
sir. What is the point of speaking, and what is coming, sir? What you know that we don't? Yeah, GG. So that's some nonsense news.
Yeah.
Some lighter news. Congratulations to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. They had their first child. The superstar singer and her artist partner, A$AP Rocky. That's what CNN said. I don't know what to tell you. Have welcomed their first child. The new parents have not yet shared their child's name or birthday, but that's it. That's
It's
it.
a boy, by the way.
It is a boy,
Yeah.
a baby boy. So congratulations to them. Many blessings.
Yeah.
That's all I got for news. What do you got for?
I just got a quick one. Netflix. Oh my God, I can't speak. Netflix lays off an estimated 150 employees due to slow revenue growth and business needs.
Damn.
So this is according to Forbes. A spokesperson for the company made it clear that the recent layoffs had nothing to do with the individual performances, and it was strictly based on business needs and slow revenue growth. They added that the company has intentions to support them through this very difficult transition. Forbes also notes that within the first quarter, Netflix reported that it lost around 200,000 subscribers, and they are expecting to lose an additional 2 million during this quarter. With the loss of subscribers, the company's stock has also decreased nearly 35%. Damn. So password sharing has been named one of the factors that led to the loss of the subscribers. Yeah.
There it is. Thank you. I was wondering. I was like,
I got about 5 on my count. The streaming services believe nearly 100 million households around the world share passwords, within 30 million of those households being located in the U.S. or Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You gonna You gonna let us have that option of accounts? We gonna use it.
right.
Not paying you $15 fucking when I can hit up my aunt. Hey,
Right.
let me get that password. God
Yeah.
damn. All right. So I guess that's news to me.
Mm-hmm.
Short, simple.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. So. What do you got?
Before we get into it, I want to keep it light episode, but I do want to say thoughts and prayers out to the families and the victims that lost their lives in that horrible mass shooting in Buffalo.
Tragic.
Yeah, man. So rest in peace to those. Aaron Salter, Ruth Whitfield, Roberta Drury, Deacon Hayward Patterson, Pearl Young, Marcus Morrison, Geraldine Talley, Celeste Cheney, Catherine Massey, Andre McNeil. Rest in peace to those souls that lost their lives in a tragic, senseless murder. Just
We'll leave it there. Y'all can we'll post something.
yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah. Fucked up world.
Mm-hmm. Nasty, bro.
Nasty. And it doesn't seem to be stopping.
No.
That's the interesting part. I saw a headline on Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
That's because that's the only thing that's on in the gym apparently in St. Cloud. And it said, "Rage summer. Expect a rage summer." And I was like, what does that mean? So I don't know if that's like racial tension or what.
Right. I don't know, man.
Y'all be safe in these streets, by the way.
For real.
I don't know what's gonna happen this summer, so y'all be safe. That nonsense aside,
Mm-hmm.
let's get into the rants. Let's get into some shit. Before I say anything, do you have anything?
No, you got it.
Okay. First thing I want to touch on, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to relationships,
Okay.
like, what are your thoughts on on traditional relationships. Do you think that's something that should be like the status quo, or a person should just go with what they feel?
What is
a traditional relationship?
A traditional relationship.
Let's say, let's even say in marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
A traditional relationship, or what it's supposed to look like, is the man works, he brings home the bacon, if you will. There's a lot of air quotes this time around.
Yeah.
And the woman is at home cooking and whatnot, just tending to the home. And usually the man is the person that is like leading the family, the patriarch, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just kind of follows his lead. So
what's the question?
Do you think that's for basically couples in general?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's something everyone should follow?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I think it's just different time, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
truth be told, the women are out here getting that bag, so it's like, you know, you can't really say that no more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I feel like that title, traditional, is what, you know, a lot of, it's kind of like the issue with a lot of things, because it's what is like, just because it's a traditional way to do something doesn't mean it's the right way to do something, you know?
Yeah, and we've touched on that before, like many times.
Yeah. So, so it's hard, you know. That's kind of just hard to say, but I don't think that's, I don't see that being a thing at all, you know.
Yeah. How did this come to be? What?
Yeah, I was just about to ask, what sparked that?
The conversation of Roe versus Wade. It's been popping up.
Yeah.
With some people in my circle, and I've been asking questions, trying to, wouldn't necessarily say understand, but more just hearing people's thoughts and stuff and seeing where their head is at.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that has been coming up is how, you know, men are making this decision to overturn this thing, right?
Yeah.
And so I started to wonder about, you know, what does it look like, A, in America, for what does it mean to be a man? What does that look like? And especially when it comes to a relationship. And B, I'm kind of all over the place, y'all, but stay with me. But I don't know. I was just kind of wondering. I was like, okay, you know, everybody can do whatever the fuck they want, but are there some things that men and women just need to be? That's what I was wondering. Like, I don't give a fuck if a woman is the head of the household.
Right.
I can give two shits. Do what you feel, but let's say, what are you looking at, Gigi? But let's say in terms of some physical strength, right? Are you going to expect her to go out and, I don't know, chop trees or just grab wood? No. That should be the dude, right? Because it's going to be bigger.
Yeah. But I don't think it's like, yeah, and it's not a bad thing, like, to, like, want to do that either, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, just kind of, some stuff it's expected, but, you know, I mean, shit, with this day and age, you know, shit's just different, bro.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I agree. And I'm just trying to figure it out. And the reason that I'm really trying to figure it out is because people who, outside of Roe versus Wade, there are just some people I know who have some strong opinions about a lot of things. And I don't know. I ask questions, and if there's something I don't know, I just be cooling. I just sit back and hear what a person has to say. But then it kind of gets to a point where it's like, okay, this is a little too much for me. It's like, I hear what you're saying, I hear your qualms, but I'm just trying to chill, I'm just trying to kick it. I don't understand, I guess, the strong viewpoints. And I think that's something that I'm missing. Like, for example, Black Lives Matter. I understand that because I am a black man. But there are people who have very strong opinions, more than I do.
Right.
Just as an example. And so I have to ask, it's like, okay, let's say you and I, we are the same, or we have the same skin color, but how I feel is very different from you. Not you, but like someone else.
Right.
They could be very adamant about something, and I'd be like, well, what am I missing? Why don't I feel the same way as you? And that's the thing that I'm just kind of trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
I know it's a lot. I know
lot.
it's a lot, and it's complicated. It's tough. It's tough. There's not much really that can be said there.
Yeah. It's just like I said, bro. It's just shit. It's just different. People, form opinions on, what they believe in, just based on different factors as well.
Yeah.
So that's why people go so hard for one side, and just beliefs are different too. So who's to say who's right and who's wrong?
So, to each
so,
their own.
Yeah.
To each their own, honestly. Strong opinions. What's the difference between a person having an opinion based off of fact and an opinion based off of an emotion?
Well, I mean, fact is fact,
Right.
And just we do a lot of things from emotion. We react mostly from that. So it's kind of there's a clear difference, but I guess it just depends on how strongly you feel about something. But I mean, you really can't fight facts too much, though.
Yeah, and I agree. I don't know, man. I wish I could really expand on this a little more and not be so general about it, but I had a conversation with one person in particular, and it wasn't even about Roe versus Wade. I don't even know how this came to be. Oh, we just saw something on Oh, that's right. Have you heard of this? I can't remember what this show is. There's a show on Hulu, and it's about Mormons. Have you seen that? Have you heard of that?
No.
Anyways, so there's an investigation going on within the Mormon community in Utah. It was a murder. One of the detectives that's on the case, he is a part of the Mormon community, right? So he knows certain people.
Yeah.
Fast forward. In this show, there's a scene where, like, there's a dad that's being very, I don't know what the word is. Patriarch? Very patriotic? Well,
patriotic?
No, not patriotic. Like, he's saying, like, I am the man of the household. Things will be run this way.
Yeah.
Establishing himself, right? Just that sort of nonsense. And then even going further, I don't know what happened, what transpired between this husband and wife, but the next thing I know, this dude clocked her, like just straight up socked her in the fucking face, and was like, "You will be submissive. You will, you will do as I tell you." And clearly that was wrong. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that to anyone.
Right.
Especially not a woman, and especially not your partner. But that struck a chord. That really struck a chord with the person I was with, and they were becoming very adamant about some stuff, and I was like, what's bothering me?
Yeah.
Like, what's hurting you right now? And then it got into a whole nother topic about the way the U.S. is and the way men are and stuff like that. And I was like, listen, I hear you, but I'm just trying to kick it. Like, I hear you. I'm on your side. I'm just trying to chill. And then it was as though, as the conversation continued, I had to literally ask the question. I said, do you feel oppressed right now because I don't want to engage you in this sort of conversation? Because I just don't, dude. I just don't have that sort of energy. Like, I'm not looking to fight. Do I want to understand? Yeah, but do I also not want to hear you yell about some stuff? I don't.
Is this, you said this is a friend of yours?
Yeah. Yeah, we was just kicking it.
This is a female or a male?
Can't speak on that. It was a female. No, I can speak on that. It was a woman. It was a woman.
So, yeah. So did that conversation go any further, or did you just kind of dead
it? It went a little further, just to hear this person's thoughts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it went back to Roe versus Wade, specifically what's going on right now and how that is affecting women everywhere.
Yes.
And I was like,
absolutely.
And I was like, yeah, no, legit. This is a very fucked up situation. And the person said to me, like, well, when I share things with you, I want to know that you're on my side about things. And I was like, that kind of threw me for a loop.
What if you don't agree?
I do agree. Like, shit is fucked up. But it was
No, I mean, like, I'm just like with that. Like you said, I just want you to know that you're on my side with things. Like, what if you don't agree with
everything?
Yeah. Like, not this situation.
Yeah.
Just like
in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll always voice my opinion on something, but I don't know. Like, this is how fucked up it is for me, because I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, what did I miss? Where did I fuck up? And that's why I'm kind of bringing it up, even on the pod, because I had to go back. I had to reflect on the conversation and what this person was saying to me.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward, I was watching Snowfall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm catching up with that. But there's a scene in there where Saint's girl, his lady, says to him, when your mom talks to you, don't shut her down. Yeah. And for some reason it made me go back to the conversation I was having with this person. And I was like, did I do that?
Right. Even
though I said all those things like, I'm not really trying to hear this. Mm-hmm. Like, is that what I did to this person?
Yeah, for sure.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And especially, it's not a conversation in like a social setting and stuff. This is a heart to heart, not just that, but between the opposite sex. So it's like, maybe I did get something wrong. Mm. All because I was just trying to kick it, like just chill. Yeah. So I don't know. Any thoughts on that?
Well, yeah. That's I think it's very important that like you're thinking about it because you feel like you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just especially when somebody express, like sitting there trying to express how they feel. You kind of got to take that moment and here. Actually, wow.
You had a thought?
Yeah, because But literally, I cannot talk today. Literally right now, yesterday or this past week, I'm reading with my class 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens.
Teens. Okay.
And we were talking about a habit, and we actually just talked about listening.
Mm-hmm.
And question was why? How can we? I can't think of the exact question, but basically it's like working on listening without speaking. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
When someone's talking to you, you don't have to react, or we're like selective listening.
Yeah.
Like if you're having a conversation with your friend, and then you just pick out the shit that you cared about instead of what they cared about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you just said, you're just trying to kick it, but it's like they took that moment to, kind of want to go like just kind of deeper into what they were saying, and you kind of like shut it off.
Yeah.
Or not shut it off, but you kind of like you brushed it off.
I brushed it off.
That's especially for. And I'm not gonna say, I was about to say for women, but it is anybody.
For anybody.
Yeah, just kind of being. People just want to be heard. You know what I mean, and feel like and it's reciprocated.
Here's the messed up part about that, because that's what that person said as well. They said, I'm not looking for a debate or an argument.
Yeah.
I just want you to, I want to be engaged in the conversation. And I want you to hear me.
Yeah.
And that last part really just threw me for a loop. And I'm like, I've known you for years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are friends. I don't understand where this is suddenly coming from, but I was in my own head about things.
Right.
I was missing the point.
Yeah. Did you go back and?
I apologize. Yeah. I was like, I thought about what you said, and I'm sorry. I missed the point.
Well,
I dropped the ball on that.
Right.
And I asked some other questions, and it was good.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to bring that up on the pod because it's like, as a man, clearly I'm missing something. So let me get another perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. Yeah, you understand though. So.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Anybody, to all the people out there listening, first off, thank you for listening. 2, I would really love to hear your thoughts on this particular subject. Especially conversations between the opposite sex. What are we getting wrong as men? Like, what are we getting wrong? What are we missing?
Yeah.
And how can we make it better? I think that's the big one. How can we make it better? So that's all I got to say about that. Got anything else?
Yeah, actually, that got me thinking about just not the conversation per se, but the you said something and it reminded me of.
What happened?
It reminded me of. I think I need to make a new segment called "Shit These Kids Say."
Okay.
This kid, just all week, he just kept coming late to my class, bro. And I'm like, I just was kind of brushing it off, like, all right, but then he came super late, and I was just marking him absent at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I subbed yesterday. I subbed for another teacher. I knew this kid was here, and he just comes strolling in late again, and I just kind of snapped. I'm like, dog, like, what are you doing? Why, like, where were you? I was by the gym talking to my friend. I'm like, the bell rang 10 minutes ago. Like, why are you just not rolling here? This motherfucker gonna tell me you know, I'm just trying to like really not be controlled by the bells.
Huh.
I'm not trying to be confined to the bells. And I'm like, bro, this is I'm like, dog.
You in school.
This is school, bro. I don't care about none of that. Like, what the man, whatever you're talking about right now, bro. You're in school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just come in here whenever you want to, bro. Like, that's weird. It's weird behavior, bro. And he just kind of looked at me like, I'm like, yeah, like I called his ass out, and sure enough, motherfucker came late, but he did have a pass. He did have an excuse this time.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I just looked at him like, he's like, dude, I swear I was with another teacher. I'm like, all right, man. But like, the man said, I just don't want to be confined to the bells, man. I'm like, bro, if you don't get the fuck out of here and get your ass to class on time, dude, like what are you talking about?
Like, it went through his head saying,
yeah.
I say this. He's gonna say like, oh, words.
Yeah.
Like, I feel
like,
what you
fight the
said.
power. No, get your ass in class, dude. Like, what are you talking about right now? I just looked at him like, did you really just say that to me, bro? Like, you could have said anything else. Like, oh, I just, you know.
That's, oh my God, that's so funny that you bring that up, because I want to ask you this. This has been on my mind for a minute. Are you big on punctuality?
Yes. Absolutely.
My bad.
Oh, no. I will say, you drove me crazy the first few times we were, like, first few months we were doing this, I would say. And I also, like, learned to, okay, this is road. So I don't, I can't, what I mean? I just let it, it's okay. Like, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Still, no, it's so funny that you bring it up about this kid, because for those of y'all who don't know, this is a serious problem. I am late to things. There are some things that I'm very much on time with, or I'm at least like two 5 minutes tops late. But there are some things that I'm just late with. I'm late. And it's even, what's more fucked up about it, I am in a panic.
Yeah.
When I'm late. I'm just freaking the fuck out. Even getting here, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
And it's a problem. It's like I cannot comprehend, I don't understand the concept of time. Getting ready for something, don't have to be there till 3 o'clock. I'm like, all right, it'll be fine. We got time. It's 3:15. Okay, we still got time. 3:20. All right, we gotta move. We have to go. We have to go. So.
No, I did, but it got to the point where I'm like, well, I had to be understanding also. I'm like, this motherfucker is coming from St. Cloud. He's not coming from down the street. You know what I mean? So.
Wish.
So I'm like, all right. But so then it's like, then it just was like an adjustment. Like, all right, well, if I know, I'm just giving him some wiggle room. So like, what time I'll say a time knowing it's gonna be another time. so it just works out. You know what I mean?
But no,
that's funny you asked that, but yeah, that shit used to drive me nuts.
I'm so sorry, brother. I'm so sorry. I really am. Like I knew I was driving you nuts with that. So that's.
But we always made it work, you know.
That one's on me. Trying to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, I think that is an issue with a lot of people in general. I'm not even gonna go into that stereotype of like. Yeah, but it's not true.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with black people time or colored people time, however you want to.
But where does that come from? That's the part I
guess it's just always late, and I don't know why it is.
Why though? Like, can we talk like nigga? Why?
I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. Or they'll say like, Or they say when they on their way, they know you didn't leave your house yet, or you just walking out.
Be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Like, you ain't even in the car yet.
Alright, so he really means a half hour. Okay. I really need to know where that comes. Look,
I actually don't know.
Even for me, like I'm trying to figure it out for myself. Okay, why do I think I have X amount of time? I need to know. But I'm not, no, it's even more fucked up. I'm not the worst person. There's someone I know. There's someone I literally know. If they have to be at a place within a certain amount of time, they'll still be 2 hours late.
Damn.
Like,
Tough.
2 hours late.
That's tough.
Make that make sense. And I would even ask this person, I'm like, why are you this late? He said, oh, I was getting my hair done and then I needed to stop. I'm like, hold on. What was the first thing you said to me? So.
It was really fucked up is when you didn't even describe the person and I already had it. And I already had an inkling in mind, and then you said get your hair done, so it furthermore
I can neither confirm nor deny
that
who we are speaking about.
Or I just in my mind I thought it was female, and which I'm probably get killed for that.
It could not. Hey, niggas is guilty as well.
Yes,
it's like,
but I just
immediately.
immediately when you said 2 hours late, I immediately went to.
Yeah, it was a woman. But don't come after me, y'all. This is someone that I know personally.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not saying this is women in general. This is someone I know who has a serious problem. Like, you can't. Moving on.
Oh yeah.
That's why. So is he still coming late, or did he actually like wise up a little?
He kind of got his shit together.
A little.
A little bit. Did you? Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo, man. It's like silly, dude.
Is this is one of your students? Like,
yeah.
Okay. Is this individual a unique character? I should
Yes,
ask.
he is. He's very unique. He's actually like kind of funny too, but he's just like I don't know, man. He's so literal. Like he takes it so literal, and it's like funny as hell. It's like, dude, like what are you talking about? And you be confused after. Like, no, I didn't mean like that. And
Yeah.
this is funny, man. Do you? Oh, I just remember what I was gonna say. Do you think you have some form of ADHD?
That's a good question. I think so.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do. But I've never really been tested for it.
Yeah.
More than anything, I say it on the pod all the time. It's like, yeah, I've been diagnosed with anxiety, like general anxiety.
Yeah.
But I honestly think I do have ADD.
I asked that because I don't even know if you remember this. You texted me the other day and asked me a question.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna come for me.
And then you just left me in limbo, and I'm like, this motherfucker, like, I'm like, is he gonna tell me why he just asked me that question?
Okay, hold on. Let me explain.
And when days went by, I'm like,
Let me explain. I didn't forget about it. I did not forget about it. First and foremost, here's what happened. I text E, and I said, "Hey man, have you ever played pickleball?" and he hit me up. He hit me later, and he said, "No, I have not." And I never texted him back.
I was like waiting for a follow up, like maybe he want me to play, or maybe I'm like.
Now here's why I asked that. Originally, me. Danny G is, we were going to be here in the cities, but she was going to ask her sister if she wanted to come down with us.
Oh, okay.
Her sister is very serious about pickleball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Danny wants to play, and I'm like, all right, well, I'll play too. So if they wanted to play doubles, I was like, well, I'm going to see E this weekend. Let me see what he knows about it. That's where it came from.
Oh, all right.
But she didn't end up coming down.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, all right, this is different. So I was like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So that's why.
Oh,
That's why I did not respond. I didn't forget about it. But you also know what? Here's the thing. Part of the anxiety, I'm a little awkward. As you know, like a little bit. Because sometimes I can get in my own head and I'm like, well, I guess I don't need to really text him back. What would be the point? So that was that.
Yeah.
So my bad, man. I knew. It's so funny because every time I think about it, I'm like, I know this nigga's gonna say something. If I don't say something right now, he's gonna say something to me, and I still won't do it. I still won't do it.
No, that was just funny. I'm like, well, did he want me to play? Or...
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm like, I know of it.
Oh, speaking of, hey, you asshole. you son of a bitch.
That's a great clip, man. It was too great not to chop that up, man.
Anybody that listens to the podcast, you already know what we talk about. Still don't look for my sister. Look for her business.
Yes.
Support her. And you know what? You know what happened? And I knew this was gonna happen. As soon as you posted that, one little nigga posted. I need to pull this up.
The comment?
Yeah.
I saw it. Did he say y'all on the West Coast or something?
He was like, y'all on the East Coast or something?
Yeah.
And then under that, he's like, why your brother moving like that? Because of goofies like you, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of goofies like you.
Like, it's clearly not serious. Like, I mean, it's serious, but like...
Nah.
But yeah, that is funny. I definitely saw that too. I just laughed like, man.
Stupid.
Man.
So fucking stupid. Alright. Moving on. Let's move right along. So, check it. I saw this YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember this dude's name, but I think he goes by NDK. It's a British British dude. And he's black.
Yeah.
Now, recently he came out with the video, and it's on how he pranked a KKK leader. Like
he pranked him?
He pranked him. Well, what he did was he somehow set him up to get an interview with him, and like the leader didn't know he was gonna be black and nothing like that.
Yeah.
And the video's on. I ain't gonna lie, it was like too long, didn't watch.
Yeah.
But there were certain parts about it that I picked up on. Have you heard of? I can't remember what state it is in. Harrison. So there's a city called city called Harrison, and it is supposedly the most racist spot in the nation.
Yeah. No, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. But here's the reason that I bring this up, because I thought this was interesting. What this leader said. Question was asked. Like this dude was just asking all types of questions, not necessarily serious about stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just trying to get this dude's point of view. And the KKK leader said, "Listen, I don't want to see harm come to anyone. Not to a black mother, not to a baby, anything like that. I just have a preference with who I want to be around." And so the guy asked him, he's like, "All right, so with the church that you have, could I come?" And he said, "No." Like straight up.
Yeah.
And so that made me wonder. I was like, well, y'all don't come after me. I'm really asking a question, just trying to understand somebody's point of view. Is he wrong for the preferences that he has? No. Let me rephrase that question. Where's the line? Where's the line between, all right, that's solid and that's racist? I'm genuinely asking.
I mean, I don't know, 'cause like everybody should have their own preference.
Yeah.
They want to.
But in this case, you kind of wonder, like.
But it's like, just cause you don't want to be around me, you gotta call me a nigger. You know what I mean?
That's,
like, what the fuck is that?
that's
part?
true. Okay, see,
Like,
that's
so
racist.
like,
that's racist.
so like, what is that part? You know what I mean? We can also bleep that out. The hard ER.
The hard ER, yeah, sure. There's none of that here.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, flip side to that, I've had conversations with people and they've shared their preferences. Like some people have said they want to hang out with people of the same skin color. Like I've had people say they want to hang out with brothers. I've had people say they want to hang out with niggas. I've literally had those sort of conversations. And I'm like, okay, we're the same skin color.
Right.
And I've heard different things like that. I've heard nerds say they want to hang out with people who play Smash Brothers. I've heard people who want to hang out with other people who've gone to college or haven't. So I think it's okay to have preferences, but there's still that line before it goes too far.
Right.
Keep an open mind. We always say that. So, Gigi, what is you on?
She might have to go outside. But I'll take you out in a minute, dude. She's like, get me out of here.
All right. So,
yeah. What are you about to?
no, go ahead. What do you
I
got?
was just since we always all over the place. I'm surprised you didn't mention brothers.
Oh, that's big news. I literally took a screenshot of it too.
Yeah.
Anybody who is outside of Minneapolis, unfortunate news. Very unfortunate news. Its Brothers Bar and Grill, located in Minneapolis, has closed its doors. They've been around for God knows how long. It's done. They're no longer here. I'm sad now.
Yeah.
I need another one. I'm gonna need another one.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's why I'm like, damn, I'm like, I was about to send it to you. I'm like, this nigga Ro gonna be upset.
I was hurt.
Yeah.
I'm still hurt, to be quite honest. But you know what though? It makes sense because have you been to, now we're talking about bars.
Yeah.
Have you been to Last Call?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that? Last Call. It's a bar?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're also older.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. It's like, it's too much. They've been there doing a lot.
But younger folks,
oh, they was getting it in.
that's their brothers.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
That's their brothers.
Yeah, 100%.
Brothers couldn't compete with that, and so they had to close. So, unfortunate. I'm gonna actually investigate. I'm gonna go check that. I'm gonna check out Last Call to see what that's about, because that was near and dear to me. And you closed that. Like, I don't have to tell you, you were there. You saw me. I was in there.
I was there.
I was in there.
Yeah.
That's an interesting subject, because I was thinking about that as well. Change of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talk about changing. Damn, you're really going at it, Gigi. Sorry, she's chewing on a toy. Okay, damn. Anyways. Yeah, here it is. Did you ever think this about your life growing up? That as you get older, your life is it's on the trajectory to go up? Like, did you ever have that thought by chance?
Like, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
So, for me, when I was a young boy, I had it in my head that as I get older, these certain things would happen. That I would go to college, I I would get married at whatever year.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a family. I'd have a job. All that jazz.
Yeah.
Like as a kid.
Oh no.
As a kid, that's how I thought it was going to be. And then I got older and realized, oh, this is not how the world works.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So, and I just bring that up because I think a lot of people kind of get stuck in that.
Mm-hmm.
Where not even that they have this idea that things are going to change for them, but there are people who think that things will remain the same.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're gonna be partying forever, or friends that you knew since God knows how long, y'all just gonna be thick as thieves.
Yeah.
The world is not like that, sir. There's always something that happens, something unexpected.
Mm.
So I can't say that you never really prepare for it, but it's more of how do you move forward? How do you recognize such change?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how do you recognize the change? Like, I feel like the change just happened. It could be, you just kind of never know, you know?
Well, people get stuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's the thing. Change is happening, right? This is a perfect example. I tell you this like an old man all the time. I saw Minneapolis change. Back in my day, I saw Minneapolis change, and someone who is a native,
mm-hmm.
I could not wrap my head around the change that was taking place.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't really recognize certain things. Fucking look at it now. There are apartment complexes everywhere.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where it wasn't really like that.
True.
And so it's just like, well, how do you recognize those things? How do you adapt?
Mm-hmm.
That's a bigger question. How do you adjust? There are no answers for these questions.
No.
There are none.
No.
These are just
thinking out loud.
Just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
That's all. That's it. That's all I got. This is the boring episode, y'all.
Sometimes you need one of those.
With everything that's going on in the world,
yeah.
For sure.
And it's been a fucking week, man. It's been a week, dude.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be live and back at it, next week.
I'm okay with the chill episode.
Me too. I like a good chill episode.
Yeah. Next time we'll have more high energy up, but first off, some brother had some thoughts in his noggin and needed to get those off.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do last call?
Yeah.
What do you got for people?
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, I do want to give a shout out to my lovely, beautiful friend, Nerese. She says she listened to the podcast. She
finally listened to it.
Yeah. She hit me up. Kind of came at my life a little bit for not telling her about the podcast, first of all. But she said she's been listening to it, so shout out to Nerese if you are listening to it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Lovely.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, man.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I think I haven't checked the stats lately, but I think we've gained more viewers or listeners. That's the word. We've gained more listeners. So
nice.
To all the people listening out there, the new folks, thank you.
Yeah.
And welcome. Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Did you have something else?
Nah, man. Nah, we get out of here. You got what you got? It's been a chill, It's kind of just I'm just vibing right now,
Yeah.
Vibey episode. Very, very mellow.
Just thinking and chilling.
Yeah.
Just thinking and chilling. That's all I got. So this is episode 64. Yeah, that's it. I got nothing. I'm so sorry, y'all. I got nothing. I'm still This is episode 64.
All right.
You got it.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us for another episode of the Symposium podcast. Please comment, like, subscribe, check us out, tell a friend and tell a friend. We will see you next week. We will be live in full effect.
Yeah.
We promise. All right?
All right, bye. Hey, we'll see y'all later. We out.
Bye.